I'm going to tie a Queen of Waters, which is a very traditional Catskill style dry fly. For the wing, well, first start with the hook. The hook is a Partridge Ideal Dry, size 12. The thread is Shear 14/0, and that's in a tang. For the wing, on this one, we're going to use mallard. Trying to keep the tips level. And we're looking at about shank length. Should do. Just checking in front. So I think I'll need a bit more. With the Catskill flies, they like to keep a piece of bare hook just behind the eye. That's because at the time, most of the anglers used to use turtle knots to secure the hook to the tippet. And it was a lot easier to secure the fly with a bit of bare hook. Okay. So I'll just trim off the waist. Tighten up. And now I need to separate the wings. Once I think I've got it fairly even, I'll just figure of 8 my way through. And then I'll put 2 wraps around each of those wings. This can be a bit of a tricky one. Okay. A couple of errant fibres there. Once you're happy that's secure, then we want to make sure that they stay upright. So as you can see, we've got our mallard wing. Now I'm going to make my way down to do the tail. And all the hackles, I'm using a ginger. So for the tail, it's a ginger cock. And again, we're looking at about a shank length. As I'm tying in the materials, I'm very conscious of the fact that I'm going to be doing a floss body. So I want to try and make sure that the body is as even as possible. Okay, and the first thing now I'm going to tie in is the hackle, again a ginger, which I'm going to use to palmer up the body. And I'm tying it in by the tip. And for the tinsel, I'm going to use gold tinsel. This is quite a thin one, size 16. The tinsel I'm using is the double-sided, gold and silver. So I'm going to have to make sure that I tie it in with the gold downwards. And then I'm going to tie in my floss. This floss is rust orange. And then I'm going to tie on the floss. And secure. Then I'll rivet with a tinsel. And secure. Remove the waste. And now I'm going to tie on the hackle. And secure. Okay, good. The palmered hackle should be at least 2 sizes smaller than the thorax hackle. Okay, now I'm going to tie in the thorax hackle. Another significant thing about the Catskill dry flies was the size of their hackles, which was obviously down to what they could obtain at the time. Bearing in mind, a lot of them used to breed their own chickens for it. But quite often 1.5 or at least 2 times gape length. Okay, so now I want to tie that in. And I'm looking at three turns behind the wing. 2, 3. We'll just do that again. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 turns in front of the wing. 1, 2. Now we just tie off. And trim the waist. Good. All that's left to do now, just do a bit of tidying up. You see we've got plenty of room behind the eye for the tail knot. And now we whip finish and varnish. And that is the Queen of Waters. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.